we're starting off with an announcement. I know this isn't you have no idea, but we're starting off with an announcement, and then we're gonna go there. This is a game changing announcement for the podcast going forward. This is an announcement. As far as it goes for AEW pay-per-views on Sundays, we're not covering those anymore. No more Sunday pay-per-views. And I know you're gonna say, well, there's one coming up. The only reason we're covering that is because NXT will be on at the same time. But we are no longer covering AEW pay-per-views on a fucking Sunday. No more.
I agree.
It's done. It's done. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I don't give a fuck about how Tony Khan feels about wrestling, and wrestling is great and this is that. People have to go to fucking work. If we don't go to work, we don't pay for the fucking pay-per-views. So how the fuck does that even justify anything? No work, no money for you. So I would think like maybe you would think of like, oh, maybe we just let the pay-per-view end early and just quit. He's like, no, I love wrestling. Wrestling is great. I have to let everybody see this great wrestling. If your fucking pay-per-view ends at 12 fucking 30 something in the morning on a Monday, what the fuck do you think we're gonna do going to work? When people are coming home from the show, they have to come home from the show, decompress, shower, get in bed. Some of them had to be up at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning. It's fucking ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous. We're not doing this. The people who do podcasts, like, we have to do shit, and it's like, no, fuck that. We're not doing this. No Sunday pay-per-views from AEW. Everything else, fucking fine.
100% agree.
And if somebody goes, well, what about WWE and they do the 2 night pay-per-views? They're over by 11 o'clock. They're over by 11 o'clock. We'll have the pod done by 12 o'clock because it's so early. It's perfectly fine. It doesn't interfere. When you're at 12:30 at night ending a pay-per-view, a long-ass pay-per-view at that, a long fucking pay-per-view at that, you, like, it fucks up your next day. So, no more. No more.
Yeah.
So, with that said, we're just going to get right into what the fuck ever Dynamite was.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Like, this shit was so fucking baffling because, like, there was so many people, like, that wanted to give this a benefit of doubt. And I mean, like, just people that's, like, straight down the middle. Like, I like everything wrestling. I'm going to give this the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to see if they can stick the landing at Dynamite. Maybe it'll be all worth it. Maybe the end of fucking Dynasty would be worth it. Maybe it would be. This first 20 fucking minutes of the show would made me just go, what the fuck? It made me even start questioning watching AEW, period. Like, it was like, all right, maybe I just fucking watch the pay-per-views because, like, right now, I do not give a fuck about this place.
Yep.
Dude, it was like the fucking first 20 minutes. It was like if you watched it and literally paid attention, you would be like, I'm more confused than I started because everything about this was like, what? And then it went somewhere and you're like, what? At the end of it, you was like, okay, I kind of got an idea, but to get to the end, it was like, what? The last 5 minutes was like, okay, I kind of see where they're going, but the fucking 15 minutes before that is just like, what the fuck? What did we just do?
I'm glad you got it because I'm still confused.
It's easy to get once you get to the last 5 minutes. It's like, oh, I know where they're going. Like, that's it. Everything else is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, it's just seriously like, what the fuck are you doing? Because it didn't make no fucking sense. Because it starts off with fucking Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley's talking shit about nobody stepped up in AEW. This is what I'm talking about. Like, everybody's just fucking up. And I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. And Young Bucks, you better pick your next move wisely because I don't know why the fuck you were out there. It's like, so you don't know why the fuck the Bucks was out there. Okay, so, like, all right. Like, at this point, I'm like, okay, like, this just undo everything. He talked shit about Hangman and everything and the ops. And it was like, okay, but like the Bucks just came out there for no fucking reason. So like this is when Moxley's talking. It's like, oh, they just came out there for no fucking reason. I'm like, oh, okay, that now I don't give a fuck.
Pretty much like, what the fuck was the point for them to be out there? They don't even know.
Exactly like that had no. It was so fucking weird. And then it was Moxley versus Shibata, and I'm like in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of looking forward to this match. This was the most nothing happening ass match I've ever seen, and it's like I was looking forward to this, and this was like a complete letdown. Like, what the fuck is this? And then he choked out Shibata, and this is what makes it bad. He choked out Shibata. We're going to leave that there. And when we get to the end of the show, you're gonna be like, huh? Exactly. That's exactly what I mean with this fucking show.
I was hoping you
So,
would go more in on that one because like that, me not even being a huge New Japan fan or Shibata like that, I was more like really pissed.
dude, I'm not gonna go in on it because it didn't make no fucking sense. It was like like I said, the most nothing happened in that match. And I was like excited when it got announced. I'm like, okay, I want to see how this goes. This match was so fucking boring and like it was just like it was so bad that like I literally forgot that it was part of this fucking bullshit ass segment.
Mm.
That's that's how bad it was. So I'm not even gonna complain about it because it's like it didn't make any sense. Because what happens later on makes this even look stupider. And that's why I'm just not even gonna complain about it. Because like I said, we'll get to that when we get to that. And it makes it look fucking stupid. But
Gotcha.
so after the match, the Young Bucks come out and Moxley leaves. And the Bucks go, give it up for our world champion, John Moxley. And Moxley's like, what the fuck are they talking about? And he walks off. And then they explain why they did what they did. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, like I said, I see where they're going, but I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is the idea that you throw out? They go, oh, we screwed Swerve because of Hangman. Hangman's our friend, so we screwed him before him. And it's like, okay, I know that my memory is not the fucking greatest. I know I'm getting old. But you go back 6 months when they were around, they did not fuck with Hangman.
They pretty much damn near almost kicked them out the group.
Yes. And then when he was walking around with them, they was like, you know what? We don't want to fuck with you. They literally told him, we don't want to fuck with you.
Hmm.
And he just walked off and it was like, okay.
They
So I'm
only
like,
fucked
what
with
the
him that
fuck?
one time because they needed a partner. That was the only reason.
And that was one time, but the reason was because like somebody was on the team that he didn't like, and that was it. That was the
Yeah,
only reason. And he
which I
just
believe
like,
was Swerve.
yeah. And like after that, he just dipped. Like he had nothing to do with this. And they're like, no, 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 you're our best friend, so that's why we screwed you out of the title. It's like, what are you doing? Like this makes no fucking sense. Like like I just explained, I literally just explained in my head how this fits together, which it doesn't actually. It doesn't
Mhm.
actually. But it just in my head, I just explained that. So they're talking shit, and then they say, "Hey, we want to team up with Moxley." It's like, okay, and we're gonna prove ourselves to you. What do you mean, prove yourselves to you? Like, what is happening? Like, this was so fucking dumb.
What happened between like with them like running away, scared of them or whatever the fuck?
Exactly, exactly. None of this shit makes sense. Then Kenny Omega comes out and he tells this long ass story, and like, if you listen to the story, it makes no sense because the story that he's telling is a completely different story than what's going on. He says he has a friend, and the friend has two dogs, and every time he was over the friend's house, they would shit. They would shit, and they would fuck up the house. And the people started a dookie chant. And I was like, what is happening?
I kind of laughed at that. It was stupid as shit, but I kind of laughed.
It was very stupid. And then he said, And then I got to the point where I said, fuck it, Fred, you're coming over to my house because I can't stand your dog shitting. And Young Bucks, that's what you are. It was like, what? Like,
Are they the shit? Are they the dogs or are they your friend?
apparently they're the two dogs. But here's the thing about that. If you listen to the story,
Hmm?
he was at his friend's house and they were shitting and they made it shitty. So he had to leave and go to his house. Nothing about that equates or is even relevant to the story that's happening right now. Like, okay, the dogs are shit. Okay, they just shit everywhere and they fuck shit up.
Hmm?
Okay, cool. That makes sense. But when you talking about you're leaving the house to go somewhere else because the dogs are shitting and they're fucking shit up, it's like, did you really think that went through, Kenny? Because like that, like to me, that just sound like I'm leaving because you guys make everything bad. That's exactly what it sounded like to me. Like I'm leaving because you make everything bad. And it's like that's not the story that you're telling. I'm confused.
And plus, he's not leaving. So
That too. It is like it doesn't. Well, okay. So I'm not even gonna lie. When Kenny Omega came out here, like I don't give a fuck what anybody says. His face was the face of I'm tired of this bullshit. Like I'm not even joking. His face just had this look of like I'm tired of this bullshit, and he's not that good of an actor to actually be like, oh yeah, I'm tired of this bullshit. Like this felt like he just literally was like, I don't know what the fuck we're doing anymore, and I'm just here for the ride. I don't fucking know. He looked mentally fucking checked out,
I was
and I
just about to
swear
use
to
those
God,
same
it's like
words.
he can't act that good, so he literally must have been mentally checked out of this whole fucking thing.
Yes.
And then he talks about them shredding the papers. And he said, we all know what that's for. And I'm literally just like the dude in the crowd goes, what was it for? The dude literally says it, like, what was it for?
I heard it.
And he goes, it's for your private jets because you know that you're expensive and you buy stuff and you buy that chair to sit in the hotel, which is a cuck chair. And it's like, why did you talk about Matt in the cuck chair? And then you talked about like the other one was so red because he has a tan and it's not a right tan. And it's like, I'm not sure what the fuck we're talking about anymore. I don't know what the fuck this was.
Are they even friends? Like for real, for real.
Like, I believe that they're still friends, but this made no fucking sense. And it's like, what are you mad at? And why did you call him a cuck? Like the fuck, like that, like there's no proof of him being a cuck. So why did you call him a cuck?
That threw me off.
It threw me off too. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like I'm literally sitting there like, cuck chair. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? And like there was no follow up. Like even when you looked at the Bucks, they didn't even go, what? They just was like, we don't know what the fuck is going on.
Like nothing to do
So
with nothing, but I think Matt just celebrated anniversary around that time too, like the day before
exactly.
or
So I don't
something.
know what the fuck is going on. I have no fucking clue. I have no clue. So Kenny gets in the ring to confront them, and all of a sudden Okada shows up, and I'm like, okay. And they're like, yeah, Okada's with us. And then Okada gets in the ring, and Swerve just shows up out of nowhere. So it's like, oh, Swerve runs him off because Swerve had beef with the Bucks. The Bucks fucked him over,
Hmm.
and Kenny has beef with Okada because Okada and him are going to beef. So I'm like, okay, I see where this is going. They're going in a 6 man.
Nope.
No, they're going in a 6 man. They're going in a 6 man. I don't. They're either going in a 6 man or they're going in blood and guts.
I think blood and guts.
Like like I know how to like I know how this is going to end. I don't even know when blood and guts is. I don't know when blood and guts is. But this was just so weird because like Kenny leaves, Swerve stays in the ring, and Pac attacks Swerve. And they go, wait a minute, what? He's attacking them. They have a match later on. Well, I guess the match is now. Oh, I don't know. I guess. Oh, what? And it's like, what? I was like, that's in never in history. Like, has somebody had a match later on and they get attacked and they just go, oh, we're going to do the match now. And that the announcers go, wait, that was supposed to happen later, and they just changing the script. What? It's like that never happens. Like it's usually the announcers go, oh, they couldn't wait, so we're just gonna do this now, and it's like not the other way around.
basically.
So they're having a match, and Swerve gives Pac a buckle bomb, and Pac fucks up his ankle, and he yells and goes down, and he just goes. The fucking doctor comes over. He was like, "Something's wrong with my ankle. I'm fucked up." And he goes, "Okay." So he tells the doctor, "Listen, I'm gonna finish the match." And the doctor was like, "What? Yeah, I'm gonna finish the match." So he got in there. Swerve gave him a kick, hit the finish. 1, 2, 3. It was over.
I mean,
Like,
what else can you say? He is man enough to finish it at least.
yeah, no, he's like, I'm happy that he's man enough to finish it, but like this match was like now Pac is out, and we don't know how bad the ankle injury is because like he could be out for a long time or he could be out for a little while. So
It
we
looked
don't know.
pretty bad the way he was limping.
Yeah, and then like this is what they said backstage because this is like some reportings going, oh, he might be out for a couple of months, like for a couple of weeks. They said a couple of weeks, and then they like he didn't get an MRI yet, so we don't know how bad it is. So why did y'all just tell everybody that he'd be out for a couple of weeks? Like I don't
Guessing.
get it. So then we had a backstage thing because they're having like I hate AEW doing this because it's so fucking stupid. So they're having an 8-man tag and it's for $400,000.
Why?
I don't know because they've done one for 100,000, 300,000. Now it's 400,000, and it's like no one's actually wrestling for this money because you don't even see the money after the win. Like so to me it doesn't even make a fucking deal. It doesn't make shit.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck.
Yeah, I was
Stupid.
so fucking mad. Like I was so fucking mad. And like Ricochet cut the promo and was like, I'm in charge. And Leo Rush was like, nah, nah, nah. And then they did this fucking funny thing with the other guys, Briscoe and Osprey and them. And they was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy some shoes. I'm gonna buy some shoes too. I'm gonna buy some shoes. And Mark Briscoe goes, I'm gonna versify my portfolio.
I stopped when he said that. I'm like, wait, what?
The funny part is like that's from a movie. I cannot figure out what movie it's from, but it's from a movie that I've seen that somebody that they do that. It's like three people that are like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and then the dumb one just says like the smartest thing. You're like, what? Yeah. So I was like, all right, that was funny. So it was a thing. So then we had Renee and she bumped into Hangman. And Hangman bumped into he went in Swerve's office and he's like, where's Swerve? And he talked to Nana, and Nana's like, he's not here. He's like, tell Swerve, I didn't want to help him last Sunday. I was going to hurt him. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And Nana says, listen. He's like, listen, I got something to say to you. He's like, what? He's like, listen, I want to. He's like, no. He's like, no, don't do this. He's like, don't do this. And he walks away. So the whole thing is Hangman isn't ready to forgive Swerve for what he did because Swerve is actually like he's apologizing. Him and Nana are both like they're sorry, like they're officially at the face stage where they're like, "Yo, we fucked up," and they want to apologize to him, but Hangman isn't ready to accept it yet. And I understand that because like storyline wise, he's gonna be the last one to go fuck it and join up with them when they do Blood and Guts or the Six Man.
Yeah.
So like I get it and like it's a nice story. Like this to me, this is the best story that AEW has right now.
I was just about to use those same words. Yes. I'm actually intrigued by this.
Yeah, like this is the only story that I actually give a fuck about, and it's like this is when it actually had me coming back every week. Like I want to see what happens with Hangman and Swerve.
Yeah.
Like everything else is like I don't give a shit because it's just dog shit. Like why the fuck are we having this $400,000 match with in an 8-man? And the match was fun, but it's just like you could have just had this match without giving money away for no reason that nobody ever sees.
It's not like this is the first time they did something for no reason. They could have just said, "We're just doing it. Fuck it."
Yeah, like I would have loved them to just be like, yeah, we're just doing this match. There's nothing else behind it. And so Osprey and his team win, and it's like, okay. So this was interesting. So after that, they show Edge getting his ass beat by FTR. And Tony Schiavone gets pissed off at Dax, and he says, your daughter would not be proud of that. And as soon as he said that, I was like, oh my God, they're going to do an angle with Tony Schiavone. They're going to fuck Tony Schiavone up.
Yep, I saw that too.
Yeah, because like that was, like, as soon as he said daughter, I was like, oh, they're going to fuck him up. All right. So then we had the Hurt Locker business. And this was stupid. So they're doing their thing, celebrating. MJF comes out, acts like he's part of the team, and MVP goes, "Listen, you can't be part of the team unless we get 3 thumbs up." So he was like, "You already know what mine is." Then Bobby just goes, "Fuck no." Soon as Bobby says "fuck no," it's like he needs 3 thumbs up, and Bobby says "fuck no," so we shouldn't go any further. Like
Yep,
like that's what I was thinking. I'm like, if that's what's going on, we shouldn't have this.
someone's bad at math.
Apparently, then Shelton like puts his thumb sideways, and they're looking at him, and then it just goes thumbs down, and then they leave MVP in the ring.
But they need 3.
Yeah. So then we see Penelope Ford and Megan Bayne, and they're basically saying Megan Bayne was like, "Hey, listen." Well, they said to Megan Bayne, like, "Hey, listen, you almost won a title. How do you feel?" Blah blah blah. And Megan Bayne said, "I'm gonna make Tony Storm bow." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Like, and I know a lot of people didn't notice, but this is the first time she spoke on AEW television.
Yes, I like her.
So, I mean, she looks like $1 million. Like, so I'm all right with that.
Yep.
So then we had Chris Statlander versus Thunder Rosa, and Tony Storm was on commentary, and she just was all Tony on commentary. She said she got power drives and lost 3 inches, but then she met Tony Schiavone, and she found at 3 inches. And I'm like, dude, okay, all right, all right, all
She
right.
ain't got no chill. She ain't got
None
no
at
chill.
all. So Chris Statlander beat Thunder Rosa, which I was sad about because I thought Thunder should beat her and move on, but Chris moved on.
I
We had the
agree.
Don we had the Don Callis family, and Don Callis is talking, and then Don Callis mentions that we're looking for new members.
Didn't they just get a new member?
Yes, but he's injured, so now they're looking for new members.
God damn it.
Yeah. So then we get Adam Cole and the Undisputed Kingdom, and he said, "We we're a paradigm," and it's like, you have a name. Why did you just make that up? Like, you're not the paradigm. Like, that was a John Moxley thing. Why did you make that up? I was so confused.
And where's the other 2?
Uh, Nobody knows. Like, literally, I'm not even joking. Nobody knows. Like,
Because my only theory,
mm-hmm.
the 5 of them together are the Undisputed Kingdom.
Yes.
Their paradigm or whatever fuck he said. I don't care. I don't even care to say it correctly. Whatever.
Listen, I don't know. I didn't like that. And the best thing about this is he's the only fucking person that will go to work and then the next day just come home and stream. Every time. He does not give one fuck. Like, he literally was on the fuck, he was on AEW television and back home streaming the next day. It, I was like, okay, like he went to the pay per view, won the title, back home streaming the next day. He does not give a fuck about anything but playing games.
He's passionate. I gotta give him credit for that. I'm not even
Yeah,
that passionate.
yeah, like he's like this, like he just loves playing games. Like, and I'm totally fine with that.
Yep.
So then we had something that like I'm so mad at the fans for this, like because it was a perfect opportunity and the fans just dropped the ball. Because like there was a perfect opportunity at this point for the fans to do something, do the greatest thing ever, and they dropped the ball. So we'll get to it when we get to that part. But Chris Jericho comes out and he's talking and saying whatever the fuck he's saying. So he calls out Big Bill and Brian Keefe. Now, Brian Keefe, which Brian Danielson and Brie Bella were on a podcast, and Brian Danielson said that Brian Keefe is his son's favorite wrestler.
Okay.
Yes. So Jericho starts talking shit about Big Bill, and Big Bill is like, nah. He was like, nah, man, you fucked up. You lost. We ain't got shit to do with that. You lost. We lost too, but you lost the title. You were supposed to be the example. And so Jericho gets pissed off and said, I'm not mad at you guys. I'm disappointed. And then he just starts wrecking stuff. And this is the point where I wanted fans to say something. I even wanted Big Bill to say something because he said, you know what? I'm leaving until you guys get better. And I just was like, I pray to God that Bill and Brian Keefe do nothing for the rest of their lives because I don't want them back. And I wanted the fans to be like, don't get better. And like, just tell them to not get better so Jericho would just never come back.
Okay. Side tangent. Now that you said that,
Mm-hmm.
how did we get a Dookie chant, but we didn't get a "Don't Do Better" chant? That would have been perfect.
I
But we get a
know.
Dookie chant.
I know. Like, that would have been perfect, but the fans let me down on that one.
Because I didn't even think about that. Oh my god.
Like, it was perfect. It was right there. So they say that Athena is going to fight Harley Cameron on Collision. And then next week, she's going to fight Mercedes Monet in Boston. And I know people are like, well, Harley Cameron can win. Harley Cameron's not winning. I don't care what you say. So then we get the Hurt Syndicate in the locker room getting interviewed by Alicia Atout. And so they're talking about adding MJF to the thing. And Shelton is like, yo, he's funny though. So MJF comes in. He calls Alicia to a skank and then smacks her on the ass and sends her out the room. I'm like, if they wasn't dating, it would be not funny. But they're dating, so no one cares.
How romantic.
Yes. So MJF's hands are blacker than MVP's hands. And I'm just like, that is insane. Like your white ass should not, your hand should not be that fucking black. Like I don't know what kind of bronzers you put on, but no, you shouldn't have done that.
That was weird as fuck.
Yes. So MVP's talking to him and he's like, yo, he's like, we're in a business. You know, it's a supply and demand. Get what somebody wants and give it to them. And that's how business works. So I'm like, okay, what are you gonna do? Like they have everything. What like they have tag titles. What are you gonna do?
Uh, get them in trios, I guess.
I don't fucking know. So Jericho ran off, got in a car, and he left. So then we had Hook and Joe versus Wheeler Yuta and Cesaro. So they're having a match, and I swear to God, this is one of the worst fucking AEW things they've done in a long time. And I know you're like, what? Like everything you've said earlier today is the worst thing they did. Well, it's just the whole entire show because It at 10 o'clock, at 10 a fucking clock. They went to a fucking commercial, but they had an overrun. They went to a commercial at 10 o'clock. Are you fucking kidding me?
How the hell you have an overrun but you go to commercial?
You put the commercial at the exact time that it's supposed to stop, but then you also have an overrun. It's like if I'm there and you put the commercial on at fucking 10:59, I'm leaving because it's a fucking commercial. No matter what the fuck is going on, I would be leaving.
Yeah.
So Hook and Joe, they win by choking out Cesaro. And then Joe chokes out Wheeler Yuta. And of all things, Moxley comes out and he gets choked out by fucking Shibata.
Like, did he get choked out earlier in the show? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Shibata got choked out earlier, so it's like, no, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna choke you out. Like, what? It's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck is this show? So then something even dumber happened. So Marina Shafir, she hits Samoa Joe in the back of the leg with a chair. Boom, he's down. So then they just beat up Hook. They set up a chair upside down. They give him a neutralizer on the chair. All of a sudden, Joe comes back in the ring with a chair and runs off the fucking Death Riders. And it's like, didn't you just get hit with a chair? What is happening?
I no idea. Like, what the fuck?
And then he fucking challenges them to a 6-man title match. Okay.
Why?
Okay, like if this was like before and nothing else happened, I'd be like, oh, okay, this makes sense. No, this didn't make any fucking sense. I was like, God damn it, God fucking damn it. Like, it's getting harder each fucking week to watch AEW.
I'm gonna admit it right here. Last time me and you spoke about it, I was damn near about to quit, but you talked me like back into it. So
It's because like this is like it's wrestling. We love wrestling. But like this shit is not making sense. And then like nothing about it is like it's going to change. So it's just really fucking stupid.
it's becoming a chore to watch.
It is. It's very much so. And like the pay per views don't help because like the pay per views be great, but they're really fucking long and they stay on way too long. And when you bring it up to Tony, he doesn't say like, "Oh, you know what? I think we should like bring that down because people on the East Coast are up late." No, they don't say that. He just goes, "Well, it's like the show isn't that long, but it's a very enjoyable show, and like we put all the wrestlers we can." And it's like, man, just cut the bullshit. Cut the fucking bullshit.
Translation: I like it, so fuck you.
Basically. So we're gonna go to NXT, and this show wasn't as confusing, but it was just like it's just overloaded with shit. It's just literally overloaded with shit. And
Yeah.
you're like, why is this happening? And it's not like one of the AEW, why is this happening? It's like all of this stuff is justified, but it's like, but why is it happening? But why? Like you could do something else, but it's like, but why? You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I understand. Like, but why?
So
Like,
it
seriously.
yeah, so it starts off with my dream girl, Stephanie Vaquer. And she comes out and she's on commentary. And we find out that, hey, she gets to pick whoever she wants to face for the championship. So I'm like, all right, all right, I think I know how this is going to go because I've been calling this for months. Jordan Grace is going to beat Jada Parker and she's going to pick Jordan Grace, right? That was going to happen, right?
Right.
Right. That was going to happen until it didn't happen. And everything that happened. And I'm like, why? Like, just, I understand some things, but why? Like, fucking why? Like, fucking why? Just literally, just all I have to say is fucking why. Like, all of this makes sense, but it's still fucking why. So the match just goes off the fucking rails, not in a bad way. The match goes off the rails and like they just beating the shit out of each other. Stephanie gets hit. Stephanie gets involved. They beat the shit out of Stephanie. Julia comes back, which we knew that she was back because she was back wrestling over the weekend. So she comes back and she beats up Jordan, and Jada gets beat up by Stephanie. Stephanie's in the ring, and Julia just beats up Stephanie. And I was just like, okay, okay, like I was kind of like, okay, they're gonna do one thing. They still did something completely different.
Like part of me gets it, but it still felt kind of random.
Yeah. So we see Hank and Tank, and they're talking to Swipe Right. And Swipe Right are talking about, hey, we're gonna beat the tag team champions today. Then we're gonna get a title match. And Hank and Tank is like, dude, why can't we get a title match? And it's like, oh no. Like that coupled with what happened later on just makes me go, oh no. Just oh no. That's all I can say is oh no. Like I'll explain it when we get to it, but it's just like, oh no.
I,
That's
I,
all
I'd rather them win tag team titles than fucking Swipe Right. I'm just saying.
dude, like that's all I could think about at that moment. It was like, oh no, they're gonna win the tag titles. They're winning the tag titles.
I'm okay with it, with the latter.
So Swipe Right took on Fraxium, and I'm not gonna lie, this was actually a good match. Like as much as annoying little shits they are, this is actually a good match.
I don't like them.
Yeah. So we had a backstage with Fatal Influence, and they're all beefing because they all want to be in a North American Championship match. And Jasmine goes, well, I have a match later on. Okay, so I'm going to win. And JC's like, what the fuck? Like, I wanted to be in it. And Fallon's like, I deserve a rematch. And they're all angry for no reason. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, we're already breaking them up. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So Soul Ruka has a match with Jasmine next. And I was actually shocked because I'm like, damn, Jasmine is holding her own with fucking Soul.
Yeah.
Like, because I thought Soul would just like run over her. Soul wins with a Soul Snatcher. So Soul's in the ladder match. And so they interviewed Javon Evans, and Javon's mad because nobody's paying attention to him. And I'm like, well, buddy, they'll pay attention to you in 2 weeks.
Yes.
So then we had Hank and Tank versus the Culling. And Hank and Tank lost. Yay!
He said, "Yay."
This is fucking is it's annoying because I know where this is going and it's pissing me off. So Ricky came out and he was mad at Ethan Page, and then Lexis King came out and was like, "Hey man, I should get a title match." Then Eddie Thorpe comes out and goes, "Hey, I deserve a title match because that is a North American title. That is my land, and it's my birthright to have a title." And I'm like, you know what? No one has ever said that. I was like, no one has ever said that. I was like, you know what? As wild as that is a good fucking point. Like, and at that point, I was like, you know what? He should challenge for the title because it was like that's a wild fucking point that I never heard anybody use. I was like, okay.
But say the line that fucked up Wesley.
Oh wait, Wesley comes out, and then like they're all going back and forth, and so Eddie Thorpe just says, "Look, another white man trying to steal." And dude, Wesley's mouth dropped open, and Ricky. The funny part was like, Rick. It took Ricky a second to realize, like, oh my god, like you fucked up, because Ricky, like, he was in a state of shock. He didn't move at all, and then he was like, oh my god, he said that, and Wesley's mouth was wide open, like, holy shit, I can't believe he said that.
If I text you, I'm like, look at Wes.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
Yes.
So they're beefing. Then even Page comes out of nowhere, lays out Ricky Singh, and they're just all there. And I'm like, fuck it, they're gonna have a fucking 5-way, aren't they, for that North American title? God damn it.
I think it might be more a four-way. I don't know who you remove, but I think it might be a four-way.
Well, speaking of 4-way, Stephanie Vaquer walks in the room and she says she wants a 4-way with Julia, Jada Parker, and Jordan Grace for the title.
Oh wait, that's not what you meant. I'm sorry.
Dude, can they stop fucking booking multiple man matches? Like
Yeah.
this is the biggest fucking weekend of your fucking like just your whole wrestling year. Hey, we need to get everybody on the show. We're just gonna book a bunch of multi names. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Not to hate, but Jada Parker should not be in this match because she just had a match.
I know that, but like, it's just like I don't even like. She's been in the main event scene for a while for no reason, and like,
Hmm.
I'm not like once again, I'm not hating either. She doesn't deserve it because like she just like jumped into the main event scene and she's there, and it's like you didn't do anything to earn this.
Nah. Mind you,
Like,
she's improved in my opinion, but it
no,
just,
she did improve,
eh,
but you didn't do anything to earn this.
hmm
Like you didn't put in the work. Like you haven't been like somebody that everybody's like, ooh, I can't wait to see Jada Parker go for the title. It's like you just
exactly.
there. Like they just put you there.
Like it should have been at the very least, if you're gonna have multiple, like a three-way.
Yes, but this is like it's just so weird. So then we had Inamori versus Wesley, and Inamori fell off the top rope because of Briggs. Like Briggs pulled down Ty, and that fucked up Inamori. So Inamori fell down. Wesley wins. So now Wesley is going to get ready to go in a fucking North American Championship match. God bless these fucking writers who have lost the plot.
So we're breaking them up, huh?
I hope not. I hope not. I like them together. I don't. I don't want them to break up. They should stay together. Like fuck no.
I don't mind.
Like I hope he apologizes to them next week and they go, yeah, no, we're cool. Like everything's fine. So then we had Izzy Dane versus Ren Sinclair. And I'm like, oh, Ren's going to win. Ren's going to win, right? Ren's going to win. No, she lost.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought Ren was gonna win too.
Yeah, because I really was like, yeah, she should win. Because like Ren Sinclair, like she's been busting her ass. She's been elevating herself. She should be doing some cool shit. And nah, Izzy Dane wins.
Yep.
So then we have the Meta Girls, Fatal Influence, and Roxy all in the back going, hey, when is our second chance match? When is our second chance match? Because they usually have a second chance match, and whoever wins the second chance gets in. And Ava was like, we're not doing that. They was like, yeah, but we need. She was like, oh, you know what? I got an idea. I'll tell you next week. I'm like, well, what the fuck is the idea?
Why is Roxy still in NXT, by the way?
I have no fucking idea. So we have Chase U because the two guys are there and they're looking at matches and they ask Mr. Chase for advice and he starts teaching them. So then we see Hank and Tank. The Street Profits come up with his titles and they say, hey man, listen, you guys, if you really want to be good, you need to be yourselves. And then maybe you could win. So yeah,
What are their selves? If you know what I'm trying to say. Like, what
I
are they?
I don't know. I don't know. So apparently next week we're gonna have a 4-way, and the winner of the 4-way takes on Ricky Saint at Stand and Deliver, and it's Eddie Thorpe, Ethan Page, Lexus King, and Wesley. Which I know this is gonna go off the rails, and it's gonna wind up being a 5-way, so it doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah.
And also we're gonna have a number one contenders tag gauntlet next week, which Hank and Tank is going to win. They're going to go to WrestleMania and they're going to beat Fraxium, and Fraxium is going to go to the main roster. Hooray!
I'm okay with that because like Fraxium in the main roster. So
Yep. So then we have the main event: Oba, Trick, and Javon Evans versus Dark State. I
I'm
hate their
happy with
name.
this match. Yeah.
I hate their name. Like everything about them, like is okay, not good, is okay, and I just hate their name. So they're beefing the whole time, Trick, Javon, and Oba, but they're fighting Deep State. They wind up trying to beat Deep State. Trick and Oba wind up fighting. Javon is in there by himself, and Deep State hits him with the finish. 1, 2, 3. Javon gets pinned. And I'm just like, yeah. Also, Javon's tights had red on them. He has black and gold pants, but it's red. Something is crossed out in red. I don't even know what's crossed out. It's something crossed out on his buttons on his front. I don't know why it's there, but it's a sign. It's a sign.
Wait, could it be like the bouncy shit?
No, because like I think it's like young OG. Like I want to say it's young OG, and
Okay.
he doesn't want to be the young OG anymore because like they treat him like a baby and they treat him like a kid, and now that like he's taking a step up, he doesn't want to be the young OG, so that's why he crossed it out. But nobody paid attention to it, so they don't know that he's taking this next step.
Yeah, because I don't remember the last time they actually verbalized the young OG thing.
Exactly. So yeah, it's like it's something going on.
Yeah.
So then we see Stacks come up, and Stacks says, next week, Dark State, you versus the family in the parking lot brawl in NXT where somebody's going to die.
I said that part.
Yeah. Because, like, that's not a good thing to do. Like, that's where people get hurt.
Yep.
Like, but fuck, like, all right, well, I actually thought this was going to wind up on a pay per view, but apparently not. It's just going to be here.
Yeah, that would have been crazy on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, it would be, but I'm just kind of shocked. Like, okay, well, I guess that's a thing, but we agree, me and you and everyone else agrees that Dark State is working for Javon, right?
Yeah. Either
Okay.
that or Trick. But like I'm leaning more to Javon right now.
Yeah, I'm leaning more to Javon too. Like I would be like, yeah, you know what? It could be Trick, but I'm leaning more to Javon.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, that's it for me. I'm like, nah, it's gonna be him.
Like it's gonna be revealed at the pay-per-view, so yeah. If it wind up being fucking what's his face, Oba, I'm done.
Yeah, no, I would actually be shocked if it was over. So that was that. Now we go to Raw. And Raw was good, but there was like something very irritating, and we'll get to that when we get to that.
Okay.
So it starts off with the contract signing with Bianca, Io, and Rhea. So they come out, and once again, Bianca starts talking, and Bianca's like, "Listen, I don't know why we're even having this. Like, I won an elimination chamber. I'm number one contender. I did everything I was supposed to get this title match. I'm supposed to have this title match. We're not supposed to have this problem. Rhea just came out of nowhere and started bitching, and she's in this. We shouldn't have this problem." And it's like the fans start booing Bianca, and I'm like, she's right. Like she's fucking right. Like she's right, guys. And they're booing her. And then Rhea starts talking, and she's like, "No, I lost my title because of you." And they're going back and forth. They mug Io. They mug her again. Io walks out the ring, and Pierce is like, "Dude, where are you going? You didn't even sign a contract. She just walks out the ring. She stands on the apron, and she's like, whatever. So Rhea and Bianca are just arguing, and Io puts her hair up and jumps on the top rope, hits a drop kicks both of them into each other, and then she signs the contract and walks out, and everybody cheers.
To be fair, Rhea's right too, though.
I mean, she is, but like people are booing Bianca like she's the bad guy, but she's definitely right. Like
Yeah,
she did everything that she was supposed to do, and she's right.
there's technically no bad guy in this situation.
Exactly. So then we get Judgment Day, and Finn is all happy, going, "Yeah, I'm going to win the IC title." And Dom is like, "Dude, I'm in the match too." And he's like, "Yeah, but you're not going to win the title." He's like, "No, I'm going to win the title." And me and you both was like, "Oh, he's going to win the title."
Yep,
So
definitely
then
is.
we had Lyra Valkyria versus Bailey. This match was pretty good,
Yeah, it was.
and it was for the IC title. And Lyra beat Bailey, and she goes to shake Bailey's hand, and Bailey goes to walk out, and then Bailey comes back in and gives her a hug. I'm like, that's fucking weird.
Are they hinting at a Bailey heel turn again? Like, I kind of hope not, but yeah,
I hope not because like they have that tag team gauntlet match on SmackDown, so I hope they don't.
yeah.
So then we have the announcement that AJ Styles is going to face Logan Paul at WrestleMania, and AJ is talking, and Karrion Kross says, "I like the old AJ Styles. Whatever AJ Styles this is, kind of sucks. Like I want the old AJ Styles back. You should bring back the old AJ Styles." So AJ Styles says, "You want him back? The next week it's going to be the old AJ Styles versus you, Karrion Kross." So I was actually shocked when he said that, though.
But what old AJ Styles though? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. But at least we get to see Karrion Kross wrestle next week.
Yeah,
So we had the LWO versus the Creed brothers and Americano Grandiano. I'm not. I'm not fixing his name. I'm just saying whatever comes to mind. I don't care.
Gruntiano.
So of course, Americana won because he used the loaded mask and headbutted Dragon Lee and pinned him.
That, like, if I didn't know better, I would swear he actually is a luchador and whatever. Because heel luchadors, rudos, if you will, they
Mm-hmm.
do that.
Yes, because like that's exactly what I saw. But like when he did that, I was like, that's an actual Rudo thing.
Hmm.
So he beats him, and we find out his fate later on. So Gunther comes out to celebrate, and Jay Uso, dressed in all black, no yeet, comes out, and he just starts talking to Gunther. And in the beginning of this, I was like, where the fuck is this going? Because Jay was like, Gunther. He was like, you got a brother? And Gunther was like, yeah. He's like, you got a mother too. He's like, yeah, of course. He's like, I had to console my mother because my brother was in the hospital because of you. I was like, oh, okay, that's where he was going because it was very weird. Like she's asking about his family.
You got a brother? You got a mother? Like, oh, okay.
And then
Yeah.
he turned it around and basically told Gunther, he was like, I couldn't do nothing. I was powerless. I was scared of you and I couldn't beat you up. And I'm like, you were handcuffed. You couldn't do nothing because you were handcuffed. That had nothing to do with you being scared. And then he said the line that pissed me the fuck off the most. He goes, like, I'm gonna get my hands on you at WrestleMania and I'm gonna beat your ass. And they're like, dog, he's right there in front of you. Ain't nothing stopping you.
The only thing I could think of that I told you that day was maybe they have a thing like in their contract if they were to fight there, the match would be off. So it's one of those things they can't touch each other because sometimes they do that.
I really hope that that was it because, like, he said, I'm gonna beat your ass at WrestleMania because dog, like he was right there in front of you. Just swing on him. Just swing on him.
Yeah. Only thing I could think of. I don't know if they said it or not, but that's the only thing I could think of.
They didn't, but it just pissed me off. So then we had Natty and Maxine in the back talking to Pierce, and Pierce was like, "Yeah, I hope you guys win the tag team titles at WrestleMania because like you guys in that gauntlet and you can win." They're like, "All right, cool, whatever." So then Ray walks in and was like, "Yo, I want a match against Americano at WrestleMania." And Pierce goes, "All right, fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna do that."
Yep.
So then we had a tag match for the tag titles. It was the War Raiders versus the New Day. But on commentary was Tony Hinchcliffe. Dude,
Hmm.
I've never heard anybody so fucking unfunny.
Oh, I thought it was just me. Thank God.
No, 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 no. It wasn't just you. It was everyone. Everyone that was listening to this was like, that is the most unfunny motherfucker that I've ever heard. What the fuck are you doing? And he kept saying, I'm a huge wrestling fan. And then he just kept saying these fucking weird ass dumb jokes that wasn't funny as shit. And it was fucking embarrassing. It's like, who the fuck thinks you're actually funny? Like, who thinks that this guy's funny? Like, this guy's fucking horrible.
I hope he never comes back.
Like, he's gonna do the roast of WrestleMania, but like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, fucking sucks.
Cancel the roast.
Yeah, just can't cancel that shit because like this motherfucker is just like, ugh. Like nobody except for Pat McAfee was fucking laughing, and it's like, dude, it wasn't funny. Like nothing he said was funny. Even Michael Cole didn't even let out a chuckle. Like Michael Cole was like, all right, whatever, just shut the fuck up, and moved on.
Yeah.
So the New Day lost by disqualification, and then after the match, they tried to break Ivar's neck with a chair. So to me, that was like, oh, they're gonna do a WrestleMania match with the New Day versus the War Raiders.
Would they have a stipulation, you think?
Probably not. It'll just probably be a regular match. If they have a stipulation, it'll probably be a no DQ match, but it'll just be a match.
Okay.
So then we had the main event. Now, I want to say this about Penta. He's not normal anymore. Like he's in a whole nother stratosphere. Because like I was scrolling through Twitter and I thought this was a joke. I was like, this is a joke. Because it was a picture of Penta sitting in front of a bunch of people at Netflix. I was like, that's a joke. Like you guys, like there's no way to. It was like, no, this is Netflix Mexico, and they wanted to talk to Penta, and it was like 30 people sitting there just to interview Penta at Netflix, and it's like, dude, what? Like he's, and then all of a sudden, like I'm scrolling up a little bit, he's getting interviewed on ESPN, and it's like, okay, like he definitely went from just like, okay, I'm Penta to superstar Penta. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Pero miedo.
Dude, I was so shocked. Like, it was I'm like, damn, like he had on a suit and everything, and it was just like everybody was talking to, everybody wanted to interview Penta. It was like, dude, he's like, he really fucking blew up.
Good for him.
So in the main event, it was him versus Dominic, and he beats Dominic. In once again, that just affirms Dominic's winning the IC title.
Yep.
And then we had the greatest thing in history because Judgment Day comes out. Judgment Day starts beating down Penta. All of a sudden, Braun's music hits. Braun takes a full sprint down the aisle. He leaps from halfway down the aisle and spears through Carlito. Dude,
I thought Carlito was dead for real.
dude, I never seen no shit like that. Even like everybody that's seen it was like, how the fuck did he just fly like that? Like he literally flew. He jumped and it just like And it was so perfectly caught on camera. It was like he just flew out of nowhere. He got a ring. He speared Dom. Then he speared Penta. And then Finn Balor showed up. And Finn Balor took out Braun Breaker and held up the IC title. So, yeah, Finn's not winning.
Definitely not.
Yeah. So we still had more. And this was the best part of the show.
Yeah.
Then we had Paul Heyman come out. And Paul Heyman comes out and talks about WrestleMania and Roman Reigns and how CM Punk is his best friend and he's doing this thing, this favor for CM Punk, but he still loves Roman Reigns. But he loves his best friend and he still loves Roman Reigns. He loves both of them. And then Seth comes out. And this was so great. So Seth goes, "Hey Paul," he was like, "You got yourself in a weird situation, huh, Paul?" And Paul's like, "You're not gonna get to me." And then he starts pointing out how Roman Reigns left Paul Heyman with the bloodline, and they fucked him up, and they ain't do shit. Roman ain't do shit to save him. So, yeah. So you really want to go back to that? Somebody that didn't save you, and then all of a sudden he comes back, and this is a thing. Then he brings up CM Punk. He goes, CM Punk left you. CM Punk didn't give a fuck about you. He didn't take you with him. He was like, you asked them to take you. I was like, damn, like that is fucked up. Like
He
he
did
brought
say
up
those words.
everything that was wrong with the both of them.
Yes.
So then he basically told him, was like, listen, he was like, he's like, you got a choice to make between your two people. It's like they both don't give a fuck about you. And then he was like, you know what? How about I help you out? How about I take you out? He's like, you won't have to do anything. I'll just take you out right here. Just one little boot to the back of the head. It's over. You don't even have to show up. And I can just beat both of those guys. And like, so Seth keeps pushing him. Seth pushes him. And then he pushes him back. And then Punk comes out. So Punk and Rollins fight. And Rollins curb stomps Punk. And Paul Heyman is down. And he's right next to Punk. And Seth goes for the curb stop and doesn't do it. And then he looks at Paul and says, now you owe me a favor.
I was like, damn.
Yes. And you know what's really funny? And like, it made me laugh to people that like have no idea what the outside world is.
Hmm.
Like, people was like, how the fuck does he owe him a favor? Like, that's not how that works. Like, he didn't even do anything. How does he owe him a favor? What are you talking about? That is so stupid. That is the stupidest shit. And then like the AEW defenders was like, like if AEW did something like this, you would be mad. And it's like, dude, are y'all really fucking stupid? Like, y'all don't go outside. Like, y'all have never been in this situation where like someone could kill you or someone could hurt you very bad and they don't. And then you owe them because they didn't do the thing.
Yep.
Dude, like as soon as he did that, like I was like, oh no, I get it. I get it. Like I seen a few people actually go, you know what? Like I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. And everybody else has been outside was like, no, this is why it makes sense. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you.
I even got it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like it was so easy to get. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are people so dumb?
I don't know, man. They probably like I say people are either that dumb for real, or they just pretend to like make themselves feel good. Be like, oh, that fucking sucks.
Listen, I'm gonna go with they're actually stupid for real. Like, I'm gonna go with they're stupid for real. That's how I feel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with they're fucking stupid for real. Cause like that is like, jeez, dude, like what the fuck? So we find out that something is official, official for WrestleMania. You want to know what it is?
What is it?
Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest.
Didn't you announce that like months ago? Where like I even made a fucking video on it for my YouTube.
Yes, that's the thing. Like we knew about it. Now they just said, no, no, it's official now. And it's like we knew that, guys. Like, what are you doing?
Have the fucking card and like probably what's coming soon. We've been know about. So like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Like this is like it's so weird. Like they're just like, yeah, no, 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 no. We'll get to it eventually. But no, no, no. We'll get to it eventually. Like, we'll announce it eventually. It's like Jesus, dude.
The only
So
match I didn't know about and whatever was the fucking Ray versus Americano match.
yeah, because like that one was up in the air because like it was so many ways they could go with that. But this was like the last ditch effort version of it.
Yeah.
So Nick Aldis tweeted was like he's gonna address the Randy Orton situation on SmackDown. So I I would want Nick Aldis to wrestle,
Yes.
but
That.
then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Sheamus tweets, "I'm free," and it's like, okay, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, how would you feel about Sheamus versus Randy Orton?
Okay. Pardon the pun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not trying to make a joke enough like that.
Mm-hmm.
It would legit be a banger, all jokes aside.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather it be Nick.
Yeah. But like, there's also another like, what if actually two other people that it could be? Because like, what if it's Miro? What if it's Miro?
Oh, I'll be okay with that. Like I can imagine the fucking like pop that Miro would get.
Yes. So I'm okay with Miro, but I want the other like, I want either one of these two. I want it to be Nick Aldis or Aleister Black.
Aleister Black, like that one gets my vote, or whatever. Cause I don't know like how much ring rust fucking Nick would have too. That's another issue. So it would have to be fucking Aleister to like have a peak match.
Yeah, because like I would want Aleister because it's like, listen, like we're gonna get that banging ass entrance, and then like he just has this cool match with Randy.
Yep.
Like I would be all right with that.
Mm-hmm. Because in Nick's case, we're only probably gonna get him once.
Yeah, and
Like this
that,
continues with Aleister and or Miro.
like to be honest, I would kind of be sad if we only get one time Nick Aldis, one time Nick Aldis versus Randy.
Which I think that if we went with him, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, like that would piss me off because it's like, damn, like I want Nick Aldis to wrestle a couple times, but like just that one time, be like, well, hey guys, it was a one time match. They're like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. Like it's gonna be fun, but you know, I
Yeah,
want
and
more.
it's like we just get that one time, but like we definitely want more. It's like, damn,
Yeah.
like that would piss me off. Like WrestleMania is gonna be a fucking hassle and ordeal as always.
I'm about to say when is it not?
Yeah, like this one is gonna be it's gonna be not so bad because like one thing did get removed off of this weekend, so it's like one thing we don't have to even cover, and that's the Ring of Honor show. Because like the Ring of Honor show is gone, like that's moved to like sometime in May, so it does like so it's not gonna be on the WrestleMania show. It's not gonna be around the WrestleMania weekend. It's gone. It's like fucking gone. So it's like all right, that's cool, but like we got like all the other wrestling shows is happening. It's like Jesus. And then because AEW knows that WrestleMania is going to be on Saturday. They're going to put Collision on Thursday next week. And it's like, oh, okay, well, it'll be 2 days of AEW spring breakout or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And also, like, I actually want to see how they're going to do this because they're probably going to do this because that's what they do. They're going to be extra petty because that will be the day that they beat Nitro on on TNT. Here's the thing, right?
Hmm.
Someone even pointed this out was like that's even like it's even more stupid when you factor in that it was another show that lasted way longer than that, and these motherfuckers will never get to that level like until like 3 or 4 years from now, like probably even longer than that, because they'll be celebrating them beating Nitro, but WCW Saturday Night existed. WCW Saturday Night existed.
Yeah.
That was a thing. You remember that, right?
No, yeah, I remember. I thought you were gonna keep going. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
no,
definitely
because
remember that shit.
because their thing is they're the longest running show on Turner. They're the longest running wrestling show on Turner. If you want to be technical, they're the longest running primetime wrestling show on Turner. Prime
That's
time, yes.
that's a
Prime
key
time,
word.
yes. Longest running wrestling show, period? No, not at all.
Yeah.
Because WCW Saturday Night ran forever. It ran it ran for longer than Nitro existed. It ran before Nitro even existed. It was on longer, way longer than that.
Like years longer. Like definitely.
Exactly. So yeah, it's like what the fuck? Like what the fuck?
Like I wanna say, and like my years are fucked up. Like WWE still had people like Isaac Yankem and whatever when that show was still on.
Dude, like WCW Saturday Night
Mhm.
was on in the 80s. It was on in the
Okay.
80s. Like when I first got cable, it was on. Like it was on for so long. Like and it ended in probably 97, 98. It ended like way up to 98 or something. And it was over. And it was like, all right, we're done. We're done. We're not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
Because like they
So
had too much WCW product and it was like 97, 98. It was like, yep, it's done.
so AEW's not beating that record anytime soon. That one.
Yeah, they're not. So I don't like you can beat this one record for fucking Eric Bischoff. You could beat it for him. Go ahead, do that. Like they're gonna gloat about it, be happy about it. Good for them. But you're not the longest running show. Period.
Even then, when they do it, watch Bishop take it away from him and say exactly what you just said. Be like, okay.
It, exactly. And then like they're gonna be mad and be like, and then like a lot of AEW fans are gonna be like, ah, you're just hater. And it's like, no, like if you really want to be honest about it, this is why you're wrong. So yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's gonna be that. But like next week is WrestleMania, but we got one more podcast this week. And this
Yay.
week we're gonna cover SmackDown and Collision.
Oh, that's right. We're gonna have a banger match on SmackDown with Phoenix versus Berto.
Oh man, that is gonna be fucking awesome.
Yes.
We're gonna find out who the women's tag team championship challengers are.
Yeah,
We're gonna probably get some more with. I think Cody Rhodes is supposed to be on this show.
I think so. That's where I heard that.
Yeah, so we're gonna get some more of him and the Cena stuff, and then we're gonna get people advancing in the tournament on Collision, which I have this weird feeling that Jamie Hayter's gonna fucking lose and Billy Starks is gonna win and face Chris Statlander.
Yeah.
I really hope not. Like it's nothing against Billy, but I really hope it's Jamie Hayter and Mercedes in the end. But like I don't know.
Because Jamie seems like she's been getting shitted on since she's been back. So
Yeah, like she needs to win. Like she really needs to win. She needs a win, and this would be a huge win for her.
Yes.
So hopefully, like she gets a win. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So anything else?